because there's a first-class show ready and waiting for you in the nearest theatre, and Butlins is just the place to meet your favourite star. There's Peter Kavanagh with a smile and a joke for one of the campers as he finishes his act. You see a familiar chin? Yes, that's Tommy Trinder taking it easy outside his chalet. At Butlins there are stars and personalities everywhere. There's a couple of cads for you, the Weston brothers. And there's Billy Butlin himself with Jack Train. You may perhaps meet Ivy Benson between dance sessions. Oh yes, she plays with her famous all-girls orchestra as one of the resident Butlin bands. There's dancing for all ages in these delightful and popular ballrooms with their wonderful floors. You'll find famous bands playing every day for afternoon and evening dancing, and also featured in the colourful stage shows. But of course, when the sun is shining, you'll want to go down to the beach. After all, that's where the real spirit of holiday time is found. You might care to bathe, but surely these swimsuits were never intended for swimming. And if the children can be persuaded to build their own sandcastles, father can close his eyes and get away from it all, if he wants to, although, of course, he may prefer to look at the scenery. If you care for a game of tennis or any other game, you simply hand over your chalet key and you'll be supplied with the sports gear that you need. There are first-class tennis courts and very fine playing fields. There are spacious and well-lit games rooms where you can play table tennis or billiards and snooker. Some of the regular campers who come here year after year, they're very fine players. You may perhaps prefer a quiet game of bowls. At Butlins, you only have to tell the sports organizer. He'll provide the gear you need, and of course there is no extra charge. That's why a Butlin holiday saves you money. Here's a chance to improve your putting on one of the miniature golf courses. Or if you have the sort of eye that can give you a double top every time, you'll enjoy a quiet game of darts with your friends. It's hard to say just how long this game of darts was invented. It seems to have something in common with a much older sport, archery, and you can try your hand at that too. Yes, you'll find every sort of sport and pastime waiting for you and for all the members of your family. There's always something going on, something to suit all tastes, and of course there are very special shows for the children. They love to dress up, and where else could you find a real pirate chief hiding on a real treasure island in a boating lake just big enough for an armada of boats? But you needn't worry about the kiddies, because it's so shallow that they can always get out and wade home, although their own redcoats are there to discourage any ideas of that sort. But it's grand fun, and it's something that the children will always remember. Of course, any grown-up who has ever played pirates with kiddies will probably be on the side of the pirate chief. The camp photographers cover the event, and you can see your little boy face to face with a real pirate in the photographs which appear every day in the photo shop window. All the highlights of your holiday are photographed by the press photographer and, of course, filmed by the Butlin Movie News cameraman. You may not see him, but you must be sure to see yourself on the screen at the film show on Friday. You can have pictures of yourself specially taken by the camp photographer, and there's a quick and efficient service for developing and printing your own films. You can buy all the popular makes of roll film and take home a full photographic record of this wonderful holiday. The shopping center can supply everything you need, everything from postcards and ice cream to any odd things that you may have forgotten. Perhaps you want a bucket and spade, or a toy for the baby, or mother may not have had time to visit her own hairdresser in the rush of going away. You'll probably want to take home small gifts and souvenirs. Whatever it is, you'll be able to purchase it at the camp. You needn't search all over town, because Butlins can supply everything you need. Everyone likes a parade, and when the various houses into which the camp is divided for competition purposes want to celebrate a victory, there's fun and games for all. It's queer how a band will set your foot tapping as you make your way to the swimming pool for the celebrations. Oh yes, in spite of the fact that there are fine beaches adjoining every Butlin camp, they have some of the finest swimming pools in the country. Here the campers meet for their carnival festivities. With the band, the costumes, and the luxury surroundings, you might very well imagine yourself on the Riviera, or perhaps in Hollywood. The English, you know, they're said to take their pleasure seriously, but at Butlins it's somehow different, and everyone joins in with a will. Children always love splashing about in the water, or paddling in the fountains, but the grown-ups have different ideas. They usually prefer to watch, especially when there are expert divers and swimmers in action. Here's Raymond Glendinning commenting on the various events, and soon the swimming gala is in full swing. You can watch in comfort from the side of the pool or take part in the races. You don't have to be expert because the program is arranged to give an equal chance to all. The swimming instructor will give you a little extra coaching if you wish. You'll always find some people who say that the water looks jolly cold, but don't you believe it. It's lovely once you're in, and the excitement is intense as the swimmers race for the finishing line. Of course, the ladies may prefer to compete in a beauty contest. There's the Holiday Princess competition to find the Butlin Girl of the Week. This competition is the only beauty competition in which the finalists appear at the Royal Albert Hall in London during the Festival of Reunion, which takes place in February every year. Some of the competitors may seem a little shy at first, but very soon the warm appreciation of the audience and the friendly Butlin spirit puts them at their ease. Of course, this is only one of the many competitions open to campers, all of which have valuable prizes. There are, for example, frequent whist drives and talent competitions, and wherever they are held, you can watch them in comfort. The children are not forgotten. They have their own fancy dress parade, and very charming and original the costumes are. There's one thing about the younger generation, at least they're not shy. They'll join in a fancy dress parade or take part in a junior campers concert with all the confidence in the world. But after the excitement of the beauty and talent competitions, you can retire to one of the many coffee bars for a cup of tea or coffee in very attractive surroundings. The coffee bars are available as a cheerful rendezvous at any time. The children will probably prefer something fizzy and sweet, or perhaps an ice cream or a cake. It's amazing how kiddies can always find room for a tasty snack. And the Butlin Beavers, of which this young man is a member, can certainly keep their end up. The Butlin Beavers? Oh, that's the new children's club Butlins have started, and it's sweeping the country just now. The grown-ups may prefer the various bars, which are such a pleasant feature of the Butlin camps. You can have a drink in the attractive gardens in the sunshine, or you can go to the Welcome Inn or one of the other bars. They're always bright and attractively decorated, and range from the Jolly Roger to the smart cocktail bars. All your favorite drinks are served and are available at reasonable prices. As a member of the Butlin Holiday Club, you will particularly enjoy the bright and friendly atmosphere. After all, there's really nothing like a quiet glass of beer and a chat with your pals. And there's plenty to talk about, exchanging addresses with new friends or telling of new experiences. For example, you may have taken an early morning ride with the Butlin riding instructor to improve your style. Every day, parties ride through the picturesque lanes and byways around the camps, and they usually canter home across the beach. Or if you prefer wheels to legs as a means of locomotion, why not try roller skating? There are fine skating rinks at all camps, and expert instructors are in charge. If you haven't tried it before, you can learn at Butlins. Of course, a skating rink's a fine place for boy to meet girl. And skating is the sort of thing you want to study if you're young, although experts don't always see eye to eye about the finer points. But one thing the experts all appreciate is a good hockey match. There you are. That's what Butlins offer you for a holiday. The picturesque scenery of Britain as a background, and absolutely unequaled entertainment and accommodation. Remember, there are Butlin holiday camps at Clacton, Skegness and Filey in England, at Ayr in Scotland, and Pwllheli in Wales, and at Mosney in Ireland. It's the perfect holiday for the very young and the not so young, for those who like to join in anything that's going, or for those with more leisurely taste. The Butlin holiday camps offer you the best of everything for your holiday: food, accommodation, and entertainment. You are completely independent of the weather. You needn't waste a single moment. The surroundings are colorful and gay by day, and at night they are truly a wonderland. Ask any of the regular campers. They'll tell you that a Butlin holiday is truly a holiday with play.